So some stuff is gonna tad bit lower. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it does feel like it, right? Okay. Yeah, it really feels kind of like it, because like it's slightly different in the sense that your characters are not as expandable, but it does share a lot of similarities with DD. In terms of the gameplay itself, I guess, kinda. I'll even name the source DD just to be funny with it. Wait a minute, no, that's not the right thing. Wait, no, I should swap to the other scene actually. I should use this one, cause like this game actually is full size, so I don't need to like resize it, so we will use this one. Window capture? Again? Is it too loud or too soft now? Because I did not alter anything, like volume-wise, when I swap scenes. It's not really that deep to manage in each. I don't know. Yeah. The management side. Change scene, huh? How about now? But it's using the same audio capture. That's why it's kind of weird. Cause like the audio capture is the same, so it shouldn't be. The mixer is exactly the same, so it's like it shouldn't change. Is it any different now, or is it still too loud? Okay, hopefully this is good enough. Reminds me of multi-metal balls from SMT3 4. Oh yeah, kinda does, huh? But it's DD instead. It's fine for me. Okay. So, the splendid thing with this version of the game is that I guess it's more advanced. Like, you can basically just do this. And we should be good to go, right? Right? I mean, I checked it once with already, but like I just to give a demonstration of it. That said, just in case I need an overlay image. They won't forget. The early game they should not have forgotten. Also, this game has full audio, so yay! Switches the main menu. Ah, now I understand. Yeah. It's another Alice soft game, but it's kind of interesting. Like, this game's soundtrack is pretty bussin' as well. Gameplay-wise, it will seem familiar, but different at the same time. The sensor mode in the game itself, yeah. It's built in for both the English and the Japanese version, which is the more surprising thing. Like that Alice Soft actually put it in the JP version as well. That said, just in case, I'm gonna like put an overlay on top of it just in case I need to like hide it somehow. Wait, no, this is the UO. We don't want the UO on screen. Yeah, it completely hides the scene supposedly. I'm just like gonna play safe by having this just in case. Let me pause that real quick. So I can like do this and you can like look at Family Mart chicken instead. Oh look, it's Best Girl. She's here. Is that a nickname? No, that's their actual name. Their names are all weird. Just ignore the fact that all of them have very weird names. I think at least. I don't remember if they mentioned that them having an actual different name. Sengoran Heart is from English publisher, but this game devs made it before going English. Yes, which is kind of surprising that they did it for this one. Because both games are technically by Alicesoft, just that like Manga Gamer actually added their own like stream friendly with quotations censor for runs, but for Dohna they actually like fully added functionality for it in the game itself, which was surprising. Yeah, but like most visual novel companies who still don't do that, Well, that isn't censored. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Like, I think the Koihime Moso Dungeon Manager game didn't have it. Oh, this is another fun, like, visual novel-ish game as well. Like, many interesting names within games. Yeah, they have the weirdest they have the weirdest character names, I feel like. Like Dai Bancho as well, I had like plenty of very weird names. Oh, but Dohna did very well, didn't it? Like, this game had a lot of goods for it. Like, most of the other ones were like quite meh. Or the games were fun, but like they didn't really have like the level of merchandising that Dohna got as well. Like, maybe it won't be as obvious outside of Japan, but like within Japan, they have a lot of merchandising. For some question about other than those, definitely interesting. Yeah. Like runs had a lot of very weird ones, especially for the no-name enemies as well. Like the funny end of the world post-apocalyptic man called Prego #1. Okay, hideout face. A bunch of buttons, you can ignore these for now. Oh gee, thanks. What a great tutorial. Choose one pal to hang out with each day. Okay. We'll feel her. Save the others for another time. Okay, wait. Negotiator. Negotiator was fucking brilliant. That name is the best one. Like that one, truly. Negotiator is best name. Okay, what do I do now? Garage. Talent. Oh, like Danganronpa or something. Yeah, can you imagine? Imagine, right? Like, this was made by the same company as the company that made Runs. Like, it's kind of impressive how different it is. Okay, wait. Just let me leave this on the screen for a second. I kind of want to like make sure that they took out. No, okay, it's fine for now. You can look at this for now, but just in case, just to make sure I turned on the thing right, I'm gonna like block the screen for a second. You can look at this while I see if the thing like does actually fuck with it. I checked it. I'm just making sure that it's okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I checked it once, but like, you know, I didn't like remove the thing midway the last time around. Okay, I kind of already know how this works. It's fine. Fake mustache on chip to advertise the chip brand. I know, right? It was a weird collab to say the least. Like, so here the image should be removed. Okay, yeah, it's fine. No, it's blocked. It's removed. It's removed. Yeah, it's like this. It should be like this. This is correct. This is good. This is how it's supposed to be. Skipping essence of WC. Yes. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The whole game should be safe. The only problem is I only played like the first like 15 minutes. So I don't know if they'll forget anything by the end game, but like at the very least it should be like this at the start, so we should be safe. Like I say that with like confidence now, but like my heart actually skipped a bit for a second there because I was actually scared that it would actually show and I'll be like, oh fuck. But yeah, that image that I used to block is just a funny route. It's like the Pringles had a collab with the convenience store, basically having a Pringles sour cream flavored fried chicken. Oh, that's done already? Yeah, they did that. I don't know when they did it, but apparently they did it at some point. Which is very nice of them to do. Since for the most part it makes pretty much the entire game playable censored. I hope at least. I really don't know if anything will like fall apart by the end game, but it should be fine for now. When I see Kuma, I can't stop thinking of that Teddy from Persona. The name is pretty much the same, innit? But Teddy from Persona 4 is a more funny character though. Teddy feels like what you would get if you mix Kuma with this guy. Though then again, Zappa will be really glad to be mixed with him, I guess, but yeah, if you mix the two of them. The Japanese name of the character is indeed Kuma, lol. Yeah, pretty much. What? Oh yeah, they did call him Kuma in the Japanese version, huh? I actually forgot about that. Because like P4 was, when I first played P4 was when I couldn't read Japanese yet, so like the English names for P4 stick in my head better than the Japanese ones. No, I mean for most characters the name is the same, it's just that I didn't know that Teddy's was swapped. I think, you know, speaking of like different names for characters in a different language, I think it was it Pretty Rhythm? The one arcade game which was in many countries back in the, like maybe like 20 years ago, which is meant for like little girls. The one where it's like idol game, you collect cards which you can use to dress them up and stuff like that, which ended up having like 30-year-old sweaty men playing it instead. It was kind of funny that, I don't know why, when they localized that game for like Southeast Asia, instead of keeping the character names the same, they actually like swapped out all the names to like generically bizarre names. like I think Naru, I think her name was like Ayase Naru or something, became Nadia. Like she had no surname anymore, it just became Nadia. Then you had characters who became like Sally or Jane. Like they just removed their surnames and just made it that. Heading include of course sounds so different between the languages, I can imagine, yeah. Yeah, the fact that dubs also differ was quite amazing. Like, if there's one thing you gotta give them props for, it's actually like dubbing it in multiple languages. Is it possible to like survive off vending machines for a week in Japan? Yeah. I mean, arguably it'll be more expensive to survive off vending machines in Japan than just like surviving off a convenience store, but you could. Like, okay, if you go to like a... What's the station called? There's a station I know, like Shitamachi area. So Shitamachi is like your... If you translate it literally, Shitamachi is like your lower city. It's like your gathering point, like more lively, bustling areas outside of the city area. And there were some that like have a shit ton of variety in like vending machines. Like let me try and remember the name of the place. Which I saw Run's game has some mixed rules of changing a lot of names. Yeah. I mean that one is a bit like it probably was because of who did the translation and when that caused it to be like that. Like because like different games were translated by a different group, right? Like Ran's, like Sengoku 7 was translated by that one fan translator, I think, was mentioned before. So like it really changes depending on who did it, I guess, cause there is no real right answer to do that one. Yeah, it probably is just like depending on who does the translation, cause there is no right way to do it. Like, do you want to respect their culture more? Arguably, it might not even be the case, and put it in the order that it is in Japanese, or do you want to make it more English so it's easier for people to understand? Like, either way works, I feel like. It's me confused somehow. Yes, I can understand that. Like, if a series was consistent the whole way through, it'll be fine, but like, if one series is like jumping between the two, it gets confusing, I can understand. It's like translate was localized, yeah, but that's the thing, with names it's a bit weirder, cause like names tend to have a more like cultural influence to it, right? Like whether or not to flip name orders is a bit harder to decide nowadays, at least cause like we all know at this point that most Asian names flip the other way around, so it's like I can see different companies having different preferences with this one. Because some people might argue that like, yeah, you could just preserve the culture of the names. I don't think people will get confused. But there are also people who will be like, yeah, just flip it. Our audience will understand it better probably. Then the audience has to do the guessing game of figuring that out themselves. Even their names, they shouldn't change when they preserve the jokes on names though. Yeah, that's not all. That's true, yeah. Like, especially those should not change. Like, Negotiator for Runs was a very good example of a name that should not change, and them keeping it the same was a good idea. Oh, but yeah, Raul, the station I was thinking of was Kamedo Station, which is I think 4 or 5 stops away from Tokyo Station. That station is kinda cool because you could like, there's a ramen vending machine there, but the thing with the machine is that it's so insane that the ramen costs about 900 yen at times, so it's actually very expensive and competitive with like normal store-bought ramens. I don't know how to take inconsistencies. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I personally, I feel like you could... How a company chooses to translate those names is up to them. I don't have a preference between the two, but if they're gonna pick one, they should at least like keep consistent with it, I feel like. Which is why like keeping it as is instead of flipping it may work for the case of like puns in particular, like Negotiator. So I don't know. If they are not gonna make the name completely English, I feel like they should not flip it. Because like a lot of series like to do the thing where the name has a meaning. Like it's not like just a normal like Japanese name like Tanaka Yamada or something, you know, like or Tanaka Ita for example. Japanese manga and games like to do very weird names that kind of have a meaning when you read them through the way they are in Japanese. So it's like, it kind of feels like it should be kept the way it is. I don't know. And meanwhile, some other stuff it's better to localize it as well. Like, depending on the type of food, you might want to like translate it to English. Or maybe the item in particular. Like an item may not make sense as well. Like the shikishi, for example. I feel like the shikishi is one of those items that you really need to translate the name because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. Or that it would not get across otherwise. So the shikishi is basically the you know how you sometimes in animes or like games you see the board which they sign on. Like there's the specific like square board with the white paper and the backing. That thing is called a shikishi, but like you would never want to like just put that into the thing as shikishi because no one will get it. Shopping name order, yeah, fair enough. Speaking of shops, are they doing better in Japan or is the pandemic still like bad? It's getting better. I think the government is looking at completely doing away with the pandemic regulations potentially by August. But for sure, shops are doing better now that the pandemic is ramping down, or the pandemic restrictions. The pandemic itself is mostly fine. I think there's like 1,000 cases throughout the entirety of Japan a day, but like 1,000 in a country is a very small number now. Fatalities are down to single digit as well. And for the most part, it's restricted to people who are anti-vax, so I guess it's bound to happen. Don't look free or talk to someone else that use different language, name order changes could make confusion. Yeah. That's the thing, it's with like wikis and like, yeah, it's like depending on the country as well, they might flip the names as well. And then like the localization goes all over the place because some languages flip it, some don't. Because the localization team is different. Then the wiki somehow decides that, yeah, maybe we want to do it our own way as well, fuck what the game says. And they also flip it. Like, consistency is always a problem with this. But yeah, names are always a tough one to decide whether or not to flip. Like some feel like it'll be funnier to keep, like for example, like there was a series, not the Bochi the Rock, but there's another like series about a Bochi in the past where the main character's name was Hitori Bochi, which Hitori means you alone. Bochi means like no friends, right? So like the name in Japanese has a meaning and it makes it funnier for it to like be the way it is because it literally ends up being a word. But if you were to flip it, it kind of like loses that meaning a little. I mean, yeah, technically people who read English wouldn't know the meaning of the name anyway, but like this is why sometimes it feels a bit tough to know whether or not to flip or not. Atlas, for example, does consistently swap the order. That's rough. Random localizations. Yeah, it's like Atlas does a fine job because they usually consistently swap it. So it's like if you play one game, you can expect that every game down the way it will stay the same. And that helps with understanding like, am I reading the name right or not? It's just unfortunate that runs is... I guess runs it can't be helped because like part of it is French translated and the fan translation got co-opted as the official one in the end, but some official translations are done by a different group, so it gets a bit funny. I don't remember if there's a difference in picking which side to go. I like how this like pops out like this. But yeah, Raul, this is basically the gameplay. You might notice that it looks a bit familiar with this thing telling you who to attack and where, but yeah, familiar, innit? Yeah, the music in this game is just great. Like, oh yeah, his gun is like actually useless as a gun. He can only fire point blank. Which is why we jokingly call this DD as well, cause as you can see, the game is kinda somewhat similar. Kinda. Not completely, but yeah. Oh, I just realized they have different names. I just realized the enemies have different names. You might actually want to look at it. You can't skip action completely. Oh yeah, yeah. You have to make an action. Like you can't like push button to skip. Yeah, there was that. I forgot about that. Like it was in the original ones, because before Magnum. Oh, I don't remember how it was like back then anymore. But yeah, then changing it to hustling was a bit of a funny. Though I feel like the English version of this game did a very good job in like swapping the word to something more neutral, I guess. Well, we may just not know that if only played English version. Huh. Oh, I didn't know about that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to know. What is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's cool to be able to play the game in English again. Well, like with English as well. I can like listen to the voice acting and be like, oh, right, this is how they translated it. I saw a video of Japan caught fish near Fukushima. Something else, 30 points on Malaysia, but the standard value. Oh, no. Like people in China check, and China limits about 16 times higher lor. What, you mean the limit that they have for what the standard value is like that much higher? Bruh, that does not sound very safe at all. Okay, fine, I forgot what I was supposed to do. Was I not supposed to hit her? Or was I supposed to beat her last? "16 times higher" sounds actually insane, like holy shit. Like why would they do that? Should have read the tutorial. I forgot how to play this game. Like suddenly, like I didn't read it because I thought I would remember it. Then somehow I just forgot. Like it's very awkward when I just realized I forgot how the thing works. Like I think I'm supposed to kill her last or something. Okay, yeah, you're right. We just had to kill her last, you're right. Oh, but then again, like it does make sense that China won't do that. Like, it's kind of scary, like eating sashimi outside of Japan, cause like other countries tend to be less particular about the freshness and the radiation and all that. Like just recently, there was a case of like someone in Singapore getting like parasites from sashimi. Then I think in China, someone had their entire arm amputated because of the parasites in the sashimi as well. It's quite scary. But if any other enemies are there, you lose her. Ah, okay. So that was the case. Yeah, good to know. And for that, to not waste MP. Yeah, I should use the candy instead, huh? I saw the candy with the 99, I just did not use it. But yeah, man. When it comes to sashimi in particular, it's quite scary. Well, then again, Japan is very particular with the radiation, especially around Fukushima. Like, when you consider like how much nuclear fallout is probably in the country, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, I think, like, if I'm not mistaken, the sites of the bombings from like 80 years ago is still like slightly irradiated, and like Fukushima is quite recent as well. Even if this question of candy suggests for you to use it for the purpose. You see, that's the problem here. Like, reading is a skill that it seems that I might be potentially lacking quite a bit. Don't worry, now I remember, we'll definitely use it. Forfeited is reading comprehension rights, yeah. It's a disease that is part of the game, I guess. Yeah, especially with the other DD, because like having played the game before probably made me a bit cocky at the start as well. So I was like, yeah, I don't need to read. I'll probably understand anyway. There's no battle of more than 2 talents. I believe so, yeah. Even 2 talents is kind of rare to begin with. $100. So we do this. Ooh, that did snipe him. Cool. The party at the start is always feels a little weird just because like Zappa and him kind of just fulfill the exact same role. It's like they are both just dude who hits front. I don't know if I can alter on this game. you will only know the next move forward, I think. Like, it says on the bottom if your turn is next, that's it. And then aside from that, you kind of have to guess, I guess. Like, from who has moves left. Like, we know he's going now, and below her there's the word next, so we know she's going next. But more than that, I don't think there's a way. Maybe if you know your speed stat, you kind of can predict your moves, but the enemies don't have a speed stat for us to look at, so maybe not. Snipe a jerk with less than 1.2 extra damage. I like how they just called jerks instead. It's not an enemy, it's a jerk. What a jerk! Okay. Who's going? Oh, he's going, okay. Bang. Look at that accurate shot. Ain't no one gonna miss that shot. Oh, you mean the ones that... Oh yeah, it's not subbed, huh? I mean, I can technically try to do it now. Like, when he was punching, he was like, try to stop... He was like shouting like, try to stop this. I could do that, but it just feels weird. But yeah, it would have been good if they actually had the text here, huh? Like, there's even space down here. They could have put the subtitles somewhere, like, just have it pop up above the screen. I don't think it bothers me if they talk Japanese and they're not sub. Yeah, it's weird that they sometimes do that, like... I did like the patched AU version. Yeah, they needed like the console version with the text at the bottom there. Like, that would be very nice to have. Okay, they're all slowly running off MP. Oh, her MP is already negative. Okay. %60 power. She can snipe it, I think. How do you stop MP? Purely items, if I'm not mistaken. You can think of MP kinda like... Oh, there isn't really an equivalent in DD, huh? So MP is not just your mana, it's like your stamina bar, so... It starts green, and then as you deplete it, it goes into blue, and I think like your stats actually like deteriorate the lower the bar goes. It really helps. Yeah, it's nice when they do that, like... Because like, it really does not make sense to just leave like some text translated and some not, right? That's improvement. Yeah, that's an improvement. I would agree with that. It's nice when like the people doing their job actually do their job fully. Yeah, the skills get weaker. I don't remember if they take more damage, but yeah, skills definitely get weaker. So it feels like, yeah, I'm more than enough for this. Don't move! No, I could just like do the voice acting instead, huh? The girl's weapons is just bandages. It's bandages and the power of Honey, which is another way of saying that she does not do a lot of damage. This is don't move when shooting. They have multiple lines, is the thing, but yeah, that time he said don't move. Yeah, Gokuna. It's like, don't move. when he gets closer, huh? Yeah, it's kind of funny because like I think it was mentioned in the plot as well, right? That he can't shoot for shit. Like his accuracy is like some of the worst in the world. I did not even hear what he said there. I'm sure you love this. And then Moshi binds them like that. Yeah, it's bondage attacks, which she swings at them while saying like, I'm sure you love this. Wow, this, yeah, his line, I think, wait, do they only have one line? Oh yeah, it's one line. He always just goes like, try to stop this. Or something like that. I'll swap at him. Oh, he just says like, let's go, phalanx! Oh, this sounds so corny, holy shit. It's weird he just guns at point blank, lol. Yeah, it's part of the plot. Like, it's in the actual plot that he really sucks at using a gun. Like, his main weapon is a gun, but he kind of really sucks at using it. So he like shoots the gun at like point blank because he's shit at actually firing it. Too hot. Yeah, like he gets a bit better later on, but like it's just a meme at the start that like yeah he can't shoot for shit. The only way he can make the gun work is by running in close and like shooting the guy like at point blank. I actually don't know what that too hot means. I probably need to see the Japanese version again to remember. But my assumption is just like it just means that you were so good that you were too hot to handle. Or something like that. And maybe the translation company just did a short form of it and it just ended up like that. Oh yeah, too hot as a failure. Oh yeah, it kind of has that feeling as well. Like, right? Like, if you talk about it like in a crime setting, like there's too much heat on you. It kind of has that feel as well, huh? Oh, we just skipped the entire like scene as well, huh? There was supposed to be a Honey there, but they actually skipped it as well. Like, it was so seamless, I did not even realize that the scene was skipped. No, I just mean it in the sense that they did a good job, like, removing it, because I did not even notice it was there. Like, only after we got to the after cutscene, I was like, oh wait, yeah, I did not notice. Yeah, but I did not check the box, so it should show me the prompt every single time, right? This is where I get the light stick and we just sit here and wave the light stick instead, right? Wait, the opening was safe, right? I think? Such a good opening. I don't think there was anything in the opening at least. I mean, technically yes, but we won't actually know what's going on, so it's fine. We are fighting a big bad mega corp. Yeah, pretty much. Look at the crop doors. Yeah, they were cropped. I think they were like that in the original JP opening as well. So as in like, it was probably perfectly cropped for the opening as is. But yeah, the enemy is Big Bad Mega Corporation, and we are kinda bad vigilante people. You can mod this game. Mod? To do what? I mean, I guess it'd be funny to have a mod, but like... I wonder what there would be to mod. To hustle, like graphic and stats for them. Ooh, now that would be funny, yeah. It's basically adding a PNG for each girl and a text file with stats. Oh, you know what's the funniest thing you could do? You could replace all the girls with guys, and you'll basically be pimping out guys to guys. It'll be the funniest shit ever. Okay, hope the chat works properly again now. It seems so now. Good. Okay, good. Is it working? If it's working, that's great. Not sure what happened there, but yeah, welcome back to the fully functional chat. No, it'll be funny, right? If you think about it, like pimping out guys to them, because like the people you're pimping them out to are basically like brainwashed scum of society, right? It's like the funniest revenge you could get on them. Others chats were missing since some point. Oh, what the fuck? It sounds like it was really like lagging pretty bad, huh? So the chat log on screen or something else. Sometimes the on-screen chat just doesn't. Yeah, it's weird sometimes. I don't know why it does that either. Like sometimes the thing just like, I mean, it doesn't really break down, but it just doesn't function as intended, I guess. It's making so yeah, that's quite serious at that point, it feels like. Hopefully it's working now. But at that point I don't know if it's my internet connection that's the issue, if anything. It's like just messing up the loads. For me, of course. Ah, that really sounds like it's really breaking down, huh? Like, I guess it really is the internet issue, huh? It's kind of messed up that the internet, like, the ISP doesn't fix it at all. Man, goddamn ISPs, like, you can imagine the amount of money they're taking in to just, like, not do their job properly. You can only imagine if they took, like, a fraction of the money they spend on advertising and, like, actually put it into, like, improving the systems instead. How much of a blessing that would be. Any news on the Twitch thing? Let me check just in case. Last I checked, it wasn't there yet. But Bureau rewards. It's still not there yet, huh? I guess I tried emailing Twitch or something about this, cause like even emotes I can't set up yet, let alone channel points, and I think like emotes are one of the earliest things, right? That Twitch used to offer. If even that isn't in, that's kind of weird. You can just click the menu to activate it. Yeah, but like, what menu? Like stuff is like just funnily missing. Be available when the condition is met. Yeah, this is what I'm waiting for now, for like the condition to like do its thing. What's me need to like get the partner thing or what it's called. Many can change in the middle, so I lost track now. Ah. Yeah, I need to figure out why it's doing this instead. It's not easy, I've got me affiliate. Why is it not... Wait, why is it not autoing? Did I click on it? I guess I might have accidentally clicked on it, huh? Oh, you want to hear something funny? Give me a second here. I mean, most people probably already know this, but like, I'm gonna take a picture with my Japanese phone. Listen to what happens when I take a picture of my Japanese phone. Wait, give me a second here. I need to like take it properly. I'm gonna take a picture of something for something else, but it's a kind of funny but sad thing. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, there's no sound, huh? Like typically Japanese phones, like they will emit a sound whenever you take a picture, and you don't really have a choice to disable it, because that's a thing that this country needs. There was Alice 2010, saw a few days ago in Makari. Ooh! And that I did not see. Is it already gone? Yeah, Makari is great. The only problem with Makari is that like it only sold within a day after being registered, it seems. Ah, that's actually quite sad. I mean, it's nice to see how popular it is, but fuck, it's fast. There's a whole damn package too. Oh, the whole thing? Oh, shit, that's actually quite unfortunate. Yeah, with Macari especially, it's like so many people do it. Or rather, so many people like overseas are also using Macari now thanks to all the proxy services that like shit goes out so quick. Oh. I only got the soundtrack part of it, which is more common than that, thankfully. Yeah, at least the soundtrack's easy to obtain, that's a good thing. Otherwise, it'd be... Can you imagine if it was just, even the soundtrack itself was rare? That would be rough. Just been seeing Temu as they're trying to plot the cheap ass stuff. Yeah, do not use Temu. Like, to use Temu if you live in a first world country is to actually damage your economy. Like, proxy services, fine, because you're still getting the product that you want through a more or less a fair transaction. But like, Temu's business model actually hurts first world economies. I could only find some stuff on Macari that was pain to make me figure out how to buy from that site, but it's worth the trouble. Yeah. Yet to receive items, but I'm looking forward to delivery. Yeah. Just a bit oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to help if you actually want stuff sent. Only condition is that I'll probably end up knowing your address in the meanwhile. Not like I can do anything with the information, so you don't have to worry about it, but yeah. I can help to send stuff if you want. Go find some stuff in Macari. What else? Maybe I'll help you buy from the site. Yeah, Macari is typically reliable, and typically at least, so I hopefully the stuff you get comes soon. Cause it should be fine, hopefully, up to the proxy. Good if it hopefully it gets there soon. Because like with Macari is very dependent on who is shipping it out, so it could take a while depending on who the sender is. But yeah, Temu as in the it's a Chinese super low price brand. You can think of it as like Daiso, if Daiso is something that your country has. Except that it's an app that lets you buy stuff super cheap. The way Temu makes their shipping so cheap, it's basically by relying on the postal service. Which like the thing with the way they use the postal service is that because Temu sends out of China and China is considered a developing nation, their postal payments are subsidized through charging more to the developed country that they're sending to. So if you send from like using Temu to America, basically your country is footing the shipping cost itself for you through taxes. And that's why it's cheap, which is kind of messed up. If only registering getting it safely sent to warehouse is the problem with Macari. Yeah, that's why if you send it to me, it's less bad, because you literally send it to my home address, which is a bit scary. But yeah. You know about reference a bunch of me drawing. No, yeah, it's convenient as well for that purpose. Wait, is Macari that difficult to send to a warehouse? I never knew about that, because like with Macari it always feels a bit off, I guess. Or like I have never tried sending it to a proxy before, so I don't know how tough it is. Received warehouse, okay, that's strict, huh? But yeah, don't use Wish. Wish is very shady. It's very, very shady. I mean, if you've seen like videos made by other YouTubers on like the shit they buy off Wish, it is that weird and potentially scammy. Like, I remember some YouTuber mentioning before that like someone bought a laptop off Wish for like $5 and it was just a picture of the laptop that arrived. That registration required phone number basic text. Oh yeah, that one. The Japanese phone number restriction was actually quite insane. Like, a lot of Japanese services still do that, which is quite unfortunate because it makes a lot of stuff very difficult. How many can I have? I have one more. C plus C plus C plus D plus C, C stats are higher. Yeah, sometime option to just do final check from the 7th chapter. Yeah, sure. I can do that. Macari bans the account. Yeah, I didn't know Macari would go as far as to ban the account. That's quite maybe not messed up, but quite surprising that they would go to that extent. No support. This payment. Yeah. It's kind of weird because I still have some of the cards from overseas that I use while in Japan as well. Because basically, what I do is every few years, I'll go back to my home country. I will get a new credit card that gives like bonus points when used overseas, and then I'll just like go back to Japan and just like buy everything with that card to like maximize point gain. It's kind of funny because that's how I actually fund my trips back home as well. I basically use that card to the point that I have enough flyer miles to just like fly for free. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, they actually do like mostly accept foreign cards, which is the strange thing. A lot of websites still do, except for a certain few. But like, yeah, I guess it's worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna be the only way to get the thing, so it's like, yeah. It can be expensive, but like seeing how expensive it can be at times, I guess it can't be helped. As in, even to ship, it can be quite expensive at times. So I guess it can't be helped. Did I save? I didn't save, did I? No, I did save. Okay. I forgot how to do this. He doesn't give a present, so it's fine. We just need to win this. She's my strongest talent, so we use her instead. Yeah, we use her. Gamble. Because that means chance of getting, right? D+, D+. 2 people have a chance to win. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, we don't want this, right? I don't remember which were the bad ones. Like, some are actually bad and we don't want them. Like, some presents are just fully bad. Wait. Oh, fuck. I fucked this up. I need to relearn how to do this thing. I tend to use cards that now overseas, so I have to pay extra fees. So I don't have... Oh, there are actually cards that actually now overseas fee. That's actually very convenient. Never knew about that. The ones I use usually just give additional rewards for using overseas. Also, I learned Google Store, right? It has the thing where it has section on data collection and it's not enforced and community whatever. It's like very useful. Like TikTok data shared third party, no data shared, totally legit. Yeah, it's completely useless, that thing. No, it's fine. We're not safe scamming. We are relearning how to play this. We are retracing our steps to like re-understand how to play the game. Okay, so none of them have presents. We definitely want to win on this guy. I did not buy any items, which is a problem as well. Like, I completely forgot that buying items is a thing. RNG matters, so yeah, fair enough. Especially with this game. Aw. Yes. Aw. Yeah, the amount of RNG with this part is a bit annoying at times though. Okay, we don't want mental to go too low, right? If mental goes too low, they kind of like have problems, which we don't want to happen. But yeah, like especially for some of the character clears for the talents, it's kind of annoying to do on a normal basis. Because like you kind of need them to wait for specific people to appear, but sometimes those specific people just don't appear, and it's like, yeah, it's a bit painful. The sound is not played. Yeah, the sound is not played when they get selected as well. If anything, it makes it kind of confusing because I really don't know whether or not I succeeded until like the image moves. Because usually the sound gives you an extra audio cue before the visuals fully play out. But it's kind of like when this happens, it's kind of hard to tell. Not like it really matters, but hey, it matters to me. Surely nothing bad will happen to her. Yeah, she'll be fine. Hi. She'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like something bad happens to everyone in this game, right? Oh, but with this game, it really feels very sometimes it really pricks my conscience the wrong way. I don't know how to describe it better, but like sometimes it's like, you know, the actions they're taking, it like they are not supposed to be like they're good guys, right? Like they are like very questionable villains in their own right, but like some of the stuff they do is like when I play it, I'm just like, oh, just a bit you know, this has that kind of feeling like and I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, we need to actually use the shop this time. I should not forget to use it. Okay, we go on for like 15 minutes more. We'll see how far we can get, and then I will go off for today so I can take time to check the chapter. And also because it's preferable if I don't run too late on Sundays at least, cause I kind of still have to like, my family calls every Sunday night, so I kind of need to answer that call, and I kind of want to shower before that. So we will end around like the at the start of the next hour. We haven't saw any chats now. Okay. But yeah, the data sharing, like Google is a very weird website. I mean, not website, sorry. Google Play is a very weird thing. Like they are very strict on very specific things. Like but like on things that actually matter, sometimes they're not very strict. Like data privacy, they don't really care too much, but like at the same time, when it comes to like having booba in your game screenshot, they're like, no booba, we ban. You re-upload screenshot with no booba. Like, why? The things that they're like so restrictive about, it's like there's not even any like actual exposed tit. They're like, no, her tits are too big. Take her off your banner. Like, bruh. By the way, then soundtrack for Sengoku runs on a shop well. You mean hard copy or like in general? Online purchase. I like how they actually like did the translation differently here. It's kind of cool. Like This is very different from what they say in Japanese, but like it's funny in its own English way. Like if they did a literal translation, that it would kind of work, but it wouldn't be as funny, I guess. Because she just calls him like Totaro instead of Torataro. Like it's like in Japanese, it's just like you kind of miss the syllable by like one, and that's about it. But like English, you just turn it into a food instead. Only saw one in CD Japan as a proxy second-hand item, which is overpriced. Yeah, CD Japan is always overpriced. Like I used to use CD Japan a lot, until I realized that you are better off purchasing directly from Japanese Amazon and sending it to your home country from there, because Japanese Amazon actually does do global shipping for certain items. So you're actually better off just like purchasing in bulk, like different stuff off of Japanese Amazon and getting them to send everything to your home. Like it's super convenient because it's best law. Yeah, there's the problem is actually finding it there is the problem as well. Okay, I see the drive. I will download it and check it after this. %off. Yeah, we want this. Lucky! I kind of want this as well, I think. Then, I guess we can buy... Wait, no pills? Oh, there's no pills! I mean, there's mental items, so that's nice. There's no pills. Were there pills? I didn't see any pills. She bought several from there, including SMT soundtrack. Oh, you mean Amazon? Yeah, Amazon is great if you're using Amazon. CD Japan is like... Yeah, I mean, they're not a scam. They're just more expensive. Yeah, there weren't. Okay, I'm not going crazy then. That's good. I haven't got Mega Jacket as a pre-order bonus there. That's just for sure. And not practical, so that's unfortunate. Oh no, there's no pills. Yep, there were no pills in the store. Oh yeah, I actually bought a Mega Jacket as well for one of the CDs in the past. It's great. No, I actually bought like an actual like record disc as well. Vinyl disc, which I can't even use because I don't even have a gramophone. Nor do I think anybody would actually want to use it for that, so yeah. I'm gonna tell around with family. Hustle Appreciation Day. I know, right? It's a bit of a weird, but eh. How do I use items again? Do I need to go to the talent screen? Items. Did I just see? Okay. I'll pretend I didn't see that. This is +3, this is enough. Mental up, kinda neat. It's not a lot, huh? B+ should be enough to succeed, right? We don't have pills, so I guess it's fine. We just leave her like this, and in the worst case, we will eliminate her or something. Why are pills necessary? It's to stop them from becoming not usable. I mean, if we want to go with the how do we explain this in the most family-friendly way possible? Because the pills are necessary for them to do the... Because as they hustle, their mentals... No. Because as they hustle, there's a chance that something bad will happen. And the pills are to prevent that bad thing from happening. Oh, all that. Yeah, that works too. I'm trying to find a euphemism here. Like, they even went through the trouble of changing the thing to call it like that. It gives cool trait, sensitive, gives technique, tech change. I tried. Well, you did it right. Well, you weren't wrong. Sensitive, cool, tech up. Okay, so these three are... Man change means that, like... Okay, how does man change work? Man change means that... Starting, yeah. Wait, man change means that whenever they do the thing, their mental goes up, right? More men equal good. Yeah. More men is good. But like man change means that every time they hustle, they gain more men, right? So that means that if we get enough man change, when they hustle, they will actually increase in men instead of decrease, right? Like technique is good, but like if this is like a positive change whenever they hustle, that's very good. Okay, first guy. He's drawn to talent with this trait. Yes, no trait. This guy is less important. We kind of want the other two. Like these two we kind of want to fight for, I think. Either him or the guy after. It feels weird without the sound. Like it just feels a little weird. Oh yes, we succeeded. Wait, did we succeed? Yeah, we did succeed. Okay, cool. Yeah, going out the house of videos meant quite much. Oh yeah, not really two name things standard. There are several, yeah. It's just an issue of there's a bunch of things that need to be taken into account, I guess. Oh, look at that tech increase. Yeah, so this suppresses the amount that it drops by, so the more the better. Maybe I download it? I did not download it. Okay, I download it now. I probably should log into Macari once in a while to check if the sound checks I'm looking for is registered. Yeah. The only problem, yeah, it's better to just look since they don't have a way to track it. Like there's no way to like set a button to like track whether it'll restock or not. Since it's like people just put it up whatever the fuck name they want. Page of credits still. Yeah, you just take a time to page of credits. Should be fine, right? I'm thinking of the keyword. Ah, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think they have a system like that. Last I checked, like they really do not have one. Sadly.
徹夜はお肌に大敵なんだぜと。ああ、そろそろ寝るか。
It's around 4 months. Ah, that's good to hear. Can we change the appearance of it? But yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's quite lucky to be able to find it still on sale. Otherwise, like, you can imagine if it just goes out. Yeah, like typically you expect stuff like that will go out of sale pretty quick. So it's like, good thing it didn't. Can we change the appearance of the hideout? No, we can't change the hideout appearance. Sadly, it will always look like this forever. So if the colors are too bright and hurt your eyes, my condolences. Lucky fine, I guess, because I wouldn't be able to find anywhere because it's too late. Yeah, stuff like that is pretty hard to find unless you are able to like go to Japan and you're willing to like take time out of your trip to go to like the most remote places in the world, and then you'll probably find it, but it'll be very hard to like travel there in the first place. Like, you can actually find super rare stuff in Japan that's not on sale on Mercari. The only way to do that at an affordable price is to go to like Aomori or like Kanazawa. You travel like 40 minutes from the city center to like a second-hand store in like the Bonies, and then you can find it. Bonies? Bonox? I don't know what's the word you use. Like for like a very remote place where no one goes to. Like those places have it, but otherwise it's very hard to find. There's some crack on the case simply. Oh, that's good that it wasn't like damaged either. Oh, you know what would be nice? You know what would be nice though, Raul? If they actually like updated the hideout ever so often in the game. Like, as you get more money, the hideout like kind of gets more decorated or something like that. That would be kind of cool. Every time you hit a certain money milestone, you can kind of see the wealth pile. If it were, I may have recommended. Yeah, bonus is what you're looking for. Okay, good. That is it American or British word? It's like one that I don't really get to use much, so. Even might be considered, but yeah, good thing there wasn't much damage on it. As always, oh yeah, it was in a bridge, huh? Some Bang Dream, some SMT, some Sonic 06. Sonic 06? Hot damn. Oh, that's really old, huh? Actually, SMT will be pretty old as well. Even Bang Dream stuff is like, with how hard it sells out, it's like to find stuff like that is also quite amazing. Oh, at its height, it was actually insane for Bang Dream though. Like, I think the most insane thing that happened with Bang Dream was when they put it into the card game. That was also owned by Bushiroad. So like Bushiroad owns the card game and the Bang Dream. When they put it into the card game, it's like the cards sold so insanely. Like, imagine spending $1,500 for a single card. When you said management, I thought you had base management too as well. Oh, I get what you mean, yeah. My apologies. Unfortunately, it doesn't. The management is really just a hustle mode when I said management. Yeah. It's not too much of management, I guess. It's like more simplistic management of just that one function. What was there Sonic also that was exclusive to Abby 10? Oh yeah, Abby 10 is great. Like, Abby 10 is fucking based. They are like if there was one store that consistently has the best pre-order bonuses, it would probably be Abby 10, EB10. Like, oh, they are fucking wonderful. Like, almost every Neptune series game I had came from EB10. The same for Persona. like if I wanted if I really liked the game and wanted the pre-order bonus, the first place I would check is EV10. This exclusive to it. I mean, it was very limited number press. Yeah, if it was pre-order bonus, it'd be very limited. Like the EV10, like their Abby? No, it's Abby 10, I think, but whatever the name is, but yeah. It's like their pre-order bonuses are great, but yeah, like every other pre-order bonuses is so limited that like being able to find it is a miracle in and of itself. Sega Clock thing is gone already, but yeah, unfortunately it is. But yeah, being able to find that on there's all the more amazing as a result, it feels like. Not for own person, I thought so guy, but someone Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is. You can at least with Amazon you can trust that the shipping would not get fucked over too hard, which is kind of nice. Like, if it's not too much of a price difference, Amazon would probably be the better choice, cause like they do handle their own shipping as well, and they're typically quite professional with it. Surugaya is like, even within Japan, sometimes their shipping's a bit questionable. This one, okay, so the case not that bad. Deal, I suppose. Yeah, with a disc, it's not that bad. But like, the only thing is Surugaya is that sometimes instead of using like proper packing foam, they like use paper instead, which some Japanese like shipping fulfillment places like to do. And the problem with like packing with paper is that it doesn't really protect the thing well. Skip scene. Very niche service. Bullet grapple. Oh yeah, that's how they learn their ultimate skill, huh? Come to think of it. Are there pills? There's no pills today as well. Bro, there's really no pills today? How am I not getting pills at all? What if like proper ranking is a breakage? Yeah, it's scary. When you gonna finish like 5 minutes ago? Yeah, I should finish now. Yeah, let's. We will continue this on Tuesday. Because I really only have like an hour or less now to prep and check the thing. So okay, we'll end here for today. Yeah, like the I think the scariest was like hunt in the hospital. Yeah, we have the hunt at the hospital the next time. You know, it's like getting a new area in DD, except less difficult. And player characters unexpendable. Well, yeah, like I think the worst shipping case I got was someone sent a cup, a mug cup, with no foam. It was just in a like thick envelope, which was just wrapped to the shape of the thing, and it was just inside like that. Needless to say, it kinda arrived with the handle like snapped off. That was messed up. Ever since then, I stopped trusting like people like packing. Like paper packing is a bit questionable at times. Since, you know, they're literally just tossing paper in. But yeah, with certain items, it's not too bad. Funny you'd say that. Yeah, we will do it soon. But yeah, I guess the game works fine. So starting next week, we can do this on Tuesdays. Unfortunately, there's no tag for this game, so I'll just put it as like demos or something. But yeah, we'll do this on Tuesdays, and we'll try to finish runs on Sunday for the last 2 routes, and then move to something else once those two are done. Which might be a while. We'll see how it goes. Well, once I did receive boxes, obviously damaged my outside. Unfortunately, though, inside had enough reps, so items were safe. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Yeah, we'll finish 2 routes next Sunday. Yeah, we're definitely not. Yeah, but hey, one can dream, right? Run's route will be fast, cause her route is like most shit is gonna get skipped because of the fact that shit has to be censored. So I put complaint on for the proxy. Yeah. So I got the apologies for that. Yeah. At least the items inside was safe, thank goodness for that. Though yeah, even the box getting smashed at times is a bit like it just feels icky at times. I don't know what's the best way to use that. It just feels bad. Like just seeing the box damage is like such a heart attack and a half. It's like they were literally opening in the box. Oh, what the fuck? That's actually messed up. Okay, yeah, that one is actually messed up. Good you complained. Like openings in the box is that's very, very shady and scary. Like they would actually get to that point. Like that is definitely not normal, nor something that should be tolerated. So you don't want to imagine that. What if something like rock or liquid got in? Yeah, I know, right? Like imagine a rain got in or something. That would be the end of the thing. Like, no, just no. No. But okay, yeah. It's getting late. I shall go off for today since at this rate I'm gonna be late for my other stuff tonight. So yeah, I'll be heading off for now. Thanks you guys for staying till the end. Yeah, so we'll do this game again on like Tuesday night my time. So schedule will be up. I just updated the schedule so that I wouldn't forget it. Then the schedule for the rest of the week is the same as this week. Aside from that, we'll try to finish everything. No, I mean we won't finish anything, but we'll try to slowly progress everything. Gonna be creative. No. More like I need to do some family related stuff and yeah, mostly that. And then like prepping to sleep, so mostly just dealing with that. But yeah, I need to go deal with all of that since like my family still calls every week and they call like for about an hour or so. That takes up quite a bit of time and I still need to shower before that. So yeah, I'll be going off to do all of that for tonight. So yeah man, wish money wasn't a problem for me. Yeah, money is always a problem. Even here it's a problem when everything should be cheaper to ship. It still becomes a problem. It's like, it sucks. Because of the weird tax rates we have here and the fact that like the tax is deducted right out of our income, so we just get less disposable every month instead. Then Japan still has like the systems of like paying overtime and therefore paying less when you're not working overtime, which is very stupid. But yeah, at least that is slowly getting reformed as well. So maybe one day we will all be rich. You just need to rob a bank or something. Okay. This time for sure I'll be hitting one stuff from Macari. Taking more than 2 days since payment from proxy. Taking more than 2 days? Well, I mean with Macari it depends, cause like Macari kinda has very weird restrictions where with Macari you need to check the individual item, cause Macari actually allows the sender to set it as between 1 to 7 days of when they send out. So different items can have different days, different send out days. Which is the issue with Macari. You need to look at that. I don't know if they display it fully, but like as someone who tried selling on Macari before, they kind of set that as something you can set as the seller. So depending on what they put, it could take between 1 day to like 7 days. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I'm not sure where on the page it is, but you might want to look for that. And yeah, no worries. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, okay, this time for sure I'm gonna go off. I still need to prep for work tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend. If your weekend is still in the middle of going through, well, it's already night there. Take care and good luck with everything next week. Oh, my head just got in my mouth. Good luck with everything next week. I'll be heading off now. Yes, matane. Minasan. Take care and bye bye.